Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Fearless Generations with Terry Sayer and Kelly Fox.
Hello and welcome to Fearless Generations, 12 Steps to Freedom. This is Kelly Fox. I am excited to be here with you tonight and for us to be able to wrap up Step 11, which is passion. And tonight is our integration night. So we're bringing it all together. We're talking about, what we've done this month, how our focus has shifted, all of that good stuff. Plus, we have a great guest coach for the show, her first time on. So let's welcome her. Please welcome Kristen Hamborg.
Hi, Kelly. It's nice to be here.
It is so nice to have you. I'm excited to have you. So, first of all, tell the audience, what is it that you get to do and who is it that you get to serve?
Ooh, such a good question. I have had a lifelong career of working with the human experience, first as a designer in the workplace, and then I'm also a Feng Shui coach, and then I am a self-leadership and empowerment life coach.
Awesome. Yes, we know Kristen through Fearless Living coaches, and it's so cool to see how everybody, we might have the same foundational tools, but everybody does it in their own unique way. And I love seeing how people use their training and their skills to help people in all different kinds of areas of life. And that's one thing with fear. It's in all different areas of life. So,
so true.
Yeah. So, passion. What does it mean to you?
Ooh, passion. What does it mean to me? Passion is from the heart. And passion is something that's placed on us, and it's a purpose. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. It's energy. And it's something we are meant to pursue when we experience it. We are meant to do what lights us up.
I love that because I think that that's definitely something that we do as kids. My kids, some of them are very excited about one thing and they stay committed to that as they grow. And then I have other kids that get really passionate about something for a little while, and then they move on to something else and get really passionate about that for a little while, and then they move on to something else. They get that from their dad, and and stuff. So like my one daughter has like 5 different instruments because she gets really excited about one, and then she'll get really excited about another. It's definitely something that I feel like as we get older, we give ourselves less permission to have it be a part of our lives or pursue it or, feel like we can still be lit up by it. The responsibilities and life hasn't takes it away or whatever. Well, my beautiful co-host is here, so let me introduce her. Please welcome everyone, Terry Sayer. How are you doing tonight, Terry?
I am doing great, thank you, and thank you for reminding me to get on the program.
Hi, Terry.
You'd think after 10 years, Terry.
I know. What can I say? Oh, I'm sorry I'm late.
All right. Well, Kristen will forgive you.
I know she will, but you may not. are you,
a
Kristen?
reminder.
I am wonderful. It's good to be here with both of you.
All right, so we're talking passion, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen just gave a lovely example of what passion means to her. And another thing she said is she referred to it as purpose, which brought to mind a quote of Rhonda's where she says, purpose is our car and passion is the fuel in the car. And it really is, it's that driving force, I think. And that's why I think sometimes when we get older and we think, oh, we have to be serious or we have to be responsible or we have to be, mundane, going through the same motions, not really having much fun, it's when we've kind of lost that passion for what we're doing. Even if our job isn't naturally what we're passionate about, we can still have passion in our lives and for different aspects of our lives. And so, just looking at passion a little bit more a wider view on what passion is and what it can be in our lives.
I think it shows up sometimes in the little things that show up in your day. If you're willing to receive them, you have to see them to respond. You have to be able to receive and respond.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
I think that passion and joy and seeing what lights you up is the opportunity to be creative and to see something when it's presented to you in the moment. So it can be something big that you're driving for all the time, but it also can be just how you move through your day.
Yeah, I love that. Terry?
I can't remember where we were talking. I think it was on one of our groups that we're in this morning. We were talking about the weather, and and all of a sudden we were talking about getting cool, and it just brought back this memory of myself as a child living here in the Central Valley of California, where it gets very hot in the summertime. And we had no air conditioning, of course. There was no such thing in those days. And how we would play in the sprinkler. And I was just thinking how much fun that was, and the joy, and how you just felt like, who cares that it's hot? This is just so much fun to play in the water and feel the water, and it's just, like kind of like you're in a rainstorm, but you're running through these sprinklers. And I thought at that moment that was very joyful, and it was an expression of passion for enjoying the cool water and being with your friends and having a good time. And I stopped and thought, metaphorically, when's the last time I ran through a sprinkler? And I had that abandonment of who cares what it looks like? Just being free to express yourself in a passionate way, where you just really felt the joy. And that got me thinking about, I would like to have more of that in my life. I have a passion for teaching. I think that's my purpose on the earth, is to be a teacher, a guide, walk beside people as they're discovering themselves and knowledge and their gifts. And that brings me, I have a passion about that, and that brings me joy. But I think there's some ways in my life I'm not allowing myself to see those opportunities, just like you're talking about, seeing those opportunities to be silly and have fun and laugh. And we were watching TV the other day. Kelly was here with her oldest daughter, and Jay was here as well. And there's this commercial on TV where people just start laughing. And, of course, it's contagious, right? And whenever I see somebody laughing, I start laughing, especially if it's children, because I work so much with young children. I mean, I just start laughing as well. And that joy that comes, abandonment of the seriousness of life, or, the focus of whatever it is that you're focusing on, and just laughing and having those joyful moments, because laugh is an endorphin, right? It just makes your whole body feel good. So today when we were talking about this morning running through the sprinklers, I thought that, I'm going to look for those moments in my life where I can just abandon my, I don't know, I don't really want to call it serious, but maybe my focus on something, and just have that joy of fun, like running through a sprinkler. But no, I'm not going to go do that right now. But, so there are so many opportunities I have to let go and be more, more lighthearted. I think I just like to look for those opportunities and see those in my life, because, we only have the moment, and why not have a lighthearted moment and not always be focused on work or, I don't know, everything that comes up in my daily life. Where's the lightheartedness? Where's the running through the sprinkler joy? I want to have more of that in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you turn on the sprinklers in your front yard right now, you could make mud pies.
Yeah, it would be totally mud. I'm putting in a yard, so it's like totally mud.
But the temperature is going back up, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if, the tool we talk about this month is permission in our group program. And so that's why I bring it up, is do we really give ourselves permission to have those daily doses of passion in our life? Like you were saying, Kristen, of, taking the opportunity to see the small things and taking those opportunities to express our passion, on a daily basis, or at least a more regular basis, allowing ourselves that freedom to laugh or be silly or play. I think that my youngest is 7, but he'll still want me to get down on the floor with him and play a board game, or sometimes even my older girls, they'll want to color or paint. And do I take the time to do that with them? Allowing myself to be a kid with my kids. Kristen, what are you thinking?
So I'm just kind of chuckling to myself, because we had talked about possibly me having a tool to talk about, and one of those things for me was a permission slip, like giving yourself an actual permission slip, because sometimes your passion for something might not be something that other people understand, and so giving yourself permission to trust yourself, and that your feelings, it's really important to trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be and what you're feeling is right, and to trust that it doesn't matter what other people think. If you're excited and want to do something and you're passionate about it, you should trust that you're meant to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that takes us back a month to trust. Trust is step 10.
They go off, they play off of each other, right?
They do.
Absolutely.
They do. And, I think about this month, definitely we've been thinking about passion, because it's been our focus for this month. And I've been thinking about what are the things that I'm passionate about. And I'm very passionate about my family and us having time together, us supporting each other, us loving each other, and us feeling safe. I think that that's one thing is, with all of this unknown that we have going on in our life right now, I want the kids to feel like even though all of these decisions haven't been made and we're waiting on, forces that we have no control over, we're together, we're home. It doesn't matter where we're living. It doesn't matter, what state we're in. When we're together, we're home, and everything will be okay. And I think that is the thing that is really, really comes to the forefront for me this month. Terry, how about you?
Yeah, I believe that passion has many layers in our lives, and we talk about the 9 areas of your life when we do the Pathway to Change workshop. And so there's passion in your relationships, there's passion in your work, there's passion in your spiritual nature, there's passion about your health, all the different areas that we as complex human beings we navigate, right? And so it's like when you're in a certain piece of your life, the passion for security is in all of those areas. The passion for joy is in all of those areas. So it's kind of the synchronicity of the foundation of your passion, your happiness, your feeling fulfilled. For me, it's all of those areas of our life. So there is that synchronicity that crosses each area, because we're multi faceted individuals, right? We don't just have one part. We have all of these different parts of us that we're managing simultaneously within our life. Sometimes focusing on our relationships, sometimes focusing on communication, sometimes focusing on work and getting clients, or providing information, nurturing your family. All of these things come down to passion being that fuel that runs our motor in that area of our lives, right? So it looks different. But it's still that feeling of I want to do this. I wake up in the morning to do this. This is what fulfills my soul. This is what really brings me joy. And it occurs in every area of our life, sometimes in one area more than another at specific times based on circumstances. So it's a ebb and flow, right? So it's looking at the complexity of our lives, and then understanding and recognizing when we're being passionate and when it's not, because maybe sometimes what brought us joy in one point in our life is we're done with that, and we're ready to get out of our comfort zone and find a new area, a new passion. When I ran for city government, all of a sudden I had a passion for that. I'd never had it before. So it's like, being open, and like Kristen was saying, being open to these opportunities to expand the areas in our life where we feel passion, that bring us purpose, that fulfill our being, our essence. So I think passion can be a lot of things, and it's also complex.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Kristen, when you think about passion, is there an area in your life that you feel has come forward for you this month?
I would say creativity pops to mind. It's one of those things I think that has been a thread throughout my life, in the sense that it does fuel my energy and my excitement, and part of that I think is the feeling of accomplishment when I do something. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end to it. There's a process, and it doesn't always turn out well, whatever I'm doing, but me out of my head, and it's playful.
Mhm.
I love that. Yeah, I used to think I was not creative at all because I only saw creative as being like crafty. And I saw my sisters as being really crafty, and I wasn't like that. I couldn't really draw. I didn't feel like I was a very good writer. I didn't make crafts. So it took me a while before I started to see a much wider definition of creativity. I'm a very creative thinker. Or a problem solver. Yeah. So yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, that there's more than one way, and that you can paint and it doesn't have to look one way or the other. You can just have fun with playing, with the paint. And if it turns out to be something that other people like, cool. If it doesn't, who cares?
Kristen, you do a lot of creative things with Feng Shui, right?
I do. I do around our home, and for fun with friends. I don't do that as a professional practice. I do some Feng Shui in the workplace too when projects allow. And that's about changing energy and intention and purpose, which also ties into a lot of this stuff. It's very fun for me, and my design work has what connected me with Feng Shui. I learned a little bit in college, and then when I started traveling to Asia and had all those Asia influences and acupressure, all of it all fits together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think I put on Facebook, I want you to come to California. Help me hang all my pictures and be sure the energy in my house is uplifting.
It's fun.
I really feel like that's a very supportive practice. That definitely energy is everything around us, and I've done quite a bit of work in energy in terms of how I accept my energy and look at the strengths that are in my particular energy and not hide it or try to feel, I don't know what the word is right now. It's not coming to me, but not accept maybe the way my energy is naturally nourished in my life. And I've learned a lot about that, and just the things we did with Vicki helped me to look at that some more. But I would love to pick your brain sometime.
Well, maybe we could get her out for our workshop in February for Fearless Loving.
Maybe.
Oh, I thought we were doing another workshop.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Kristen, we are almost out of time. I want to give you the opportunity to share with our audience how they can get a hold of you and anything else that you want to share with them.
Oh, thank you. It's been very exciting to be here. I can be reached at Kristen and it's the K and an E, Kristen, Kristen at studioofyou.com. And I had an offer I wanted to share to the audience. If anyone is interested in a 20-minute laser coaching session, just mention this podcast and email me at kristen@studioofyou.com and we can connect.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And Kristen, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I love that we had the chance to have you on the show and, just being able to share this with you as well.
Oh, thank you. This has been fun. I always love hanging out with the two of you. It's a treat.
Aw.
Ditto.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, any last word out there to the audience, Kristen, about passion?
I would say focus on what lights you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be willing to take action.
Yeah.
Because I'll get these ideas of, that light me up, and then I let reality come in, and then I don't always follow through. So it's like, that's my focus, is take action. When you feel that passion, take action.
There you go.
Yeah.
Terry's quote for the day.
Mm-hmm. When you feel that passion, take action.
I love it.
I love it
too. All right. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for being here with me. I appreciate you coming, Terry. And we have loved having you on the show, Kristen. And hopefully we'll be able to do more things with you in the future. But we want to thank you all and remind you that the 12 Steps to Freedom were created by Rhonda Britton, the CEO and founder of the Fearless Living Institute. If you would like to know more about Fearless Living, please go check it out at fearlessliving.org. You can find out everything about Terry and I at fearlessgenerations.org. Like our upcoming retreat, there is still a chance to get in on it. It is September 5th through the 8th here in California. If you want to know, you just contact me, and we can get you in on that fun. Also, we have an upcoming workshop in February called Fearless Loving. And then if you're in the Canada, west side of Canada, or you could be anywhere in Canada or not in Canada, we are doing a Pathway of Change workshop in May in Canada. So those are the things we have coming up. And we would love to have any and all of you there. So if you have any questions, go check it out at the website, or you can find Terry and I on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook as Fearless Generations. And Kristen, please go into the Facebook group, Get Fearless at Any Age with Terry Sayre and Kelly Fox. Or no, that's not what it's called. Fearless at Any Age with Fearless Generations. That's what it's called. And put your contact information and your generous offer so that everyone can see that and take advantage of it.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you again.
Awesome. Well, Terry, any last words?
Nope. I think my last word was take action on your passion.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're going to quote you. I'll make you a slide for that. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah.
You too. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week right here, Monday night, 9 p.m., Terry, right here, every Monday night.
Thank you, Kelly. Love you.
Until then, everybody, be fearless.
Be fearless. Good night.
Okay, you can do this.
I know. Carvana makes it so convenient to sell your car. It's just hard to let go. My car and I have been through so much together.
But look, you already have a great offer from Carvana. That was fast.
Well, I know my license plate and VIN by heart, and those questions were easy.
You're almost there. Now to just accept the offer and schedule a pickup or drop-off.
How'd you do it? How are you so strong in letting go of your car?
Well, I already made up my mind, and Carvana's so easy.
Yeah, true. And sold.
Go to Carvana.com to sell your car the convenient way.
I joined the military for my kid and his mom. I miss my son a lot. One of the things with the military is tobacco, but that's how a lot of people try to deal with mental issues. Everyone's vaping constantly. After my first hit of a vape, I was hooked like that. Once I got back home from my deployment, I caught my son trying to hit my vape. That was it. I had to quit.
Isaiah started vaping to try to deal with stress and quit because of his son. Learn how he and other Californians are rising above big tobacco at undo.org.